Hey everyone, it's Demo 15, and welcome to a video that I hardly ever do in the Mimic, which is a solo, like, tips and tricks for the new chapter that came out. And I'm just warning you, this only applies to solos, and if the device you play on is PC, because that's just what I do. I can't say anything about mobile players, because, I don't play on mobile. But, I mean, the same thing I'm about to show you can be applied to mobile, but do it at your own will. But, yeah, I also have to say I'm not the best player, so take everything what I say with a grain of salt, Some of the stuff I'm about to do is some stuff potentially for speedrunning, but also to just get a Deathless as well. And, yeah, without further ado, I will get right into a match. I didn't just cut to me getting into the chapter because I want to explain everything. So basically, I don't like with text appearing as I'm playing the game saying, "Oh, just follow what I do," and you have to analyze every frame. It's like, I think it's just better if I just tell you what I'm doing in advance, then do the part. It just makes sense. Everything, And one thing I do have to say as well, the survivor part, that is all RNG. Like, some of the locations are different. I can show some ones that I know of just in case they do spawn for you, but I always like to get to certain parts of that map. But forgetting that part, starting with this part, with Jealousy Part 1, there's actually a method you can do. You can actually just run right past him, because when he actually slams down to the ground, he isn't, like, scripted to go after you yet. He's not, like, quote-unquote, activated, So you could just run right past him, and then when you get to a van around a corner, that's when he becomes active. That van is a hiding spot, but you actually have enough time to get to another vehicle that's on the right side that you can hide in. So I think it's always just best just to go to that. You just get the part over with quicker. There's actually also there's a speedrun strat where you can actually make it the whole way, but it's very risky, and you have to angle it properly to get Jealousy de-aggroed for a second and to get him stuck for a second. It's a whole thing, but I won't be doing that strat. I'm just going to show you just how to get past the part very quick. It's just that easy. But yeah, I hope this guide helps anybody that's trying just to get consistent Deathless runs to potentially practice for Nightmare Mode or potentially Hall of Fame. I'm not someone to go to for Hall of Fames. I'm not there yet. I still need it myself. But yeah, since I'm on PC, I'm holding W and Shift as this cutscene is happening. You'll get a lag spike. It's normal. Since I was holding W and Shift, I'm out there quick. And even though he slams right here, he's not activated. That van right there, right here, that's where he activates. That's a hiding spot, but you actually have enough time to make it to this vehicle right here, which is another hiding spot. And he's camping me a little bit, which can happen. And he'll go to the exit or go to the other way. Unfortunately, it is unlucky that he went over there, but if I was speedrunning, I would have just ran all the way to the door, and hopefully he wouldn't have gotten me. Once he's a good distance, I will run. Boom. Just like that. And obviously, if you're too afraid to go out there, just go to that first vehicle that I showed you. That's right around the corner where he activates. For the code part, for speedrunning around the corner, I'm just holding W and D and Shift at the same time if you're on PC, just so I can get around the corners easily. That's for speedrunning. And also for the code, if you're speedrunning, I'm not good with that. I have memory issues with it sometimes. But you would essentially just say it to yourself over and over again. But if you don't care about speedrunning, you'll just type it in the chat. So yeah, once this is over, I'm actually going to hold W and A if you're speedrunning. If you see me standing there, because the monitor's right here, I like to wiggle my mouse, get over here, because the first monitor is right here. So we have a 6. And then for the brother, I like to keep my camera down and hold A at the same time. As you can see, he can appear right there at you. And for speedrunning, I hold A and Shift just to get around the corners fast while keeping my camera down. For the second monitor, it is right here, so we have another 6. Now I'm holding A again. a little bit of W as well, so I get right at the door. Third monitor is right here, which is a 3 on the folder thing there. Alright, fourth door. Whoa, as you see, that's why you keep your camera down. Fourth monitor is right here, which is a 1. Almost there. Okay. Fifth monitor is over here, and it is a 5. The numbers are so tiny, you have to get so close just to read them. And then the last monitor is right here on the right, and we have one last 6. Oops. But yeah, if I were speedrunning, I would just quickly just look at the monitors and just say the code to myself. And the whole thing that I'm doing here with your camera pointing down and stuff and holding like W and A, which is what I'm doing right now, you don't have to do that if you're not speedrunning. I just keep my camera down just so I'm not looking at the brother, because he is very annoying. Alright, 663, 116, 156. And then for speedrunning, when I grab the shovel, I'm holding W and shift, and when the E thing reaches the end, I just immediately hold E at the perfect time. Or I let go and then hold it. And now for the mall part. So what I'm about to do here is actually kind of like a speedrun strat that I do, but it can work for Deathless runs if you're doing this solo, right? So, I mean, obviously, you guys know the drill. What happens? You find the walkie-talkie, and then you do Rin, Tonome, and the Blind Witch. But to start off, I always do these first 2 walkie-talkies because you actually have to do 2 defectives first before you can find the active one. So I get the 2 down there, and then I just get these 2, and I got that one. But I'm not going to start the part immediately. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do, and then I'm just going to not say anything and then just do it, just so you know exactly what I'm doing. So let's just say, right, I'm about to start the part, right? When I start it, once I see Tonome appear, I instantly run to near this statue here, because that's where the cutscene begins. Then when the cutscene is done, Tonome will be aggro on me, so I will, when he's aggro on me, I will run straight all the way back to this corner. I will get this eyeball here done first, and you'll see me try to like juke him out while he's aggro on me, because that's a speedrun strat. You can actually juke him out really easily. But if you're just simply going for your first Deathless, go for this eyeball and just go in this trash can. Literally, that's it, because they go away easily or very fast. But then once I get that corner eyeball done, I will come down here and I will do this eyeball. And again, if he gets aggro on you again, just hide in the trash cans. They're near basically every eyeball. And then once I get that eyeball done, I will come over here and I will do this eyeball right here. And again, trash can right there if he's aggro on you. And for speedrunning, you can juke him out if you want, but I'm not going to do that, because this is for consistent Deathless runs. But then lastly, I will get this eyeball, and then once I get him blinded, this is also a speedrunning strat. You will grab the speaker down here, and then you'll bring it up top to the escalator here, because if you do that, and Tonome gets unblinded because you took too long with Rin, it won't matter. You won't have to blind him because you have the speaker up here already. So once you get the speaker up here, now you just deal with Rin. So in solos, you have 7 coins that you need to put in for the carousel. I like to get these ones. This is, again, another speedrun thing, but I just like doing this in general. I will get 5 coins because that's the max you can carry. 3 from here, so this one, and then these 2. And then the other 2 I will get is this one and that one. And then when I grab all those 5, I will deposit them into the carousel. And then when I get the other 2, this is actually a strat I took from Zamir, so shout out to him for that. For this, actually. The last 2 that I get here, this works for speedruns as well. I get this coin, and there's actually a coin behind this wall here. If you get up a little close, you can grab it right here. I'll grab those 2, since those are the last 2 coins. And then if I do it right, Rin will be coming down over here, because she does a pattern of going like to here and then going all the way down to where you need to go up to the 3rd floor. She's coming this way where my cursor is going, and you have those 2 coins, just lure her over there and activate the carousel, then you have her. And then once you do that, just pick up the speaker that you have set right here, and then just do the thing at the blind witch, grab the part, and get out. Very easy. Now that the explanation's over, I will actually execute it in-game, but I just think explaining everything that I'm doing and then showing it is a proper way of teaching people. I don't like text on screens. It just doesn't work to me. But yeah. I sprinted as much as I could. Now the cutscene's beginning. And then I will execute the strat that I just showed you. Oh, he's aggro on me. Oh, so what? Since he's really close behind me, I'm gonna hide in the trash can, just like I talked about. So, getting this bad boy right here. Oh, he went away. Instantly. Now we start with this eyeball. There's actually a shortcut right here, but I'm not gonna do that. And now this eyeball, I don't see him, so we can go to the next one. And he's still not coming, and you can juke him if he's coming right there and just get around him at the escalator. Boom. Last eyeball. Done. Oh, Rin was on me, so immediately go down the escalator so Rin doesn't get you. Now I grab the speaker. There's actually another speedrun strat by dropping it and then holding E to pick it up again. That's also another strategy for speedrunning, but I'll just do that when I'm done with Rin. But now I have to deal with Rin. I will grab the coins, and she's over there right now, so it's like perfect. Oh, she's coming back. This timing might be a little off, but for the sake of a speedrun, I am just gonna grab this coin and see if I can grab her. Oh, never mind. But since I grabbed this coin, you can see right here, you can grab it through the wall. Boom. Now I got all 7 coins with the speaker up here. I will grab Rin and lure her over whenever she sees me. But yeah, for speedrunning, you would have wanted to not grab those coins and grab her attention, then quickly grab them if you're on PC, and then do this. That's for speedrunning. But now that she's dealt with, I will do the speaker. But yeah, the strategy of dropping it is like this. I'm holding W and A and then holding E at the same time. Going like this. Not sure if it's 100% faster, but I've seen a lot of people do it, so I would assume it's faster for speedrunning. That's if you're on PC. And just drop it, play some tunes, get her over here. You actually don't even need to grab the part, but you can if you want. And now for speedrunning, when I do the chase, I'm going to be holding A and Shift as I'm going in here. I mean, this part's very self-explanatory, so you just have to watch my screen for this. Just avoid the carts, basically. I'll show you a lot of shortcuts that I do here. This was one of them right here, but avoid these carts. You can go around this corner here. You can climb this shelf right here. Again, you can take the normal route if you want. I'm going to go up these rocks. You can climb up a lot of the debris. Oh, there's carts over on the edge. I'll climb this pipe here. Again, if you're not confident, just go underneath them. It's okay. I'll go underneath this one. Oh, there's carts there. Gotta be careful of that. Whenever you see carts, they get scripted as you're about to be near them. I'm going to climb up this debris. Watch out for that hole. I'll sneak around this corner. You can sneak over here. You can climb this debris thing right here. You can climb this one as well. And this one. You can practically climb like all of them. You can actually climb that rock, but I'm not going to do that because it's tricky. Yep, climbing that debris. Watch out for the holes. Oh, I messed that up. I hit the cards. Yeah, go under that one. You can actually get above that one too. You can get above that one as well, but I'm not going to do that. A lot of the shortcuts matter for specifically speed runs, but some of those easy ones that I showed you just help you just get past the chase a lot easier because he recently buffed the speed. So I think it's just better off just doing them, honestly. Just some of the shortcuts, just so you're, for consistent Deathless runs, you can just get past the chase with ease. Now that we're down here, we just wait a moment. She's just jamming away. I forgot what her name is, but we don't like her in Chapter 2. I'm holding Shift and W. Now that's gone away. I'll go the normal route, but you can actually climb a lot of this debris. Actually, you know what? I lied. I'll just climb that debris. If you're on PC, just wiggle your mouse. You can easily just sprint right above it. Careful of those parts. Yeah, you can just wiggle your mouse a little bit, and then just climb above the debris. You know what? For you mobile players, watch. I won't even wiggle my mouse, and you can still get above the debris. Just like that. And then right around this corner here. Yeah, getting over this debris and doing all those shortcuts, that is very handy for speedrunning. For this part, it's very self-explanatory. If you're on PC, just spam E. If you're on mobile, just spam tap. You guys know all that. I gotta spam E myself because I'm not a macro user. Now, once that part's done, I'm going to hold B and Shift at the same time for you speedrunners. It teleports you back once when you spawn in. Keep that in mind, as you just saw. I like to grab this tire, and then these parts up here. Just because I'm going to do consistent Deathless runs, just grab all these parts in the order that I'm grabbing them. You can do it any way you want. You just have to grab all 9. For speedrunning, though, you will just do 3 parts at a time. Put them on the car, and then grab more, and, you know, put them on, and just rinse and repeat till you have all 9. Yep, just repairing the car, doing 3 at a time. The tires are the most annoying. And, yep. Now we got the quiz part. So the quiz here, we have 5 questions. It's all lore questions. You might see a lot of the I think you'll see just all the answers that I'm about to do, potentially. But here's the twist, alright? The 4th and 5th question, the answers will swap positions. So wait a second before clicking on the 4th and 5th question. And the moment she says, I'll give you over to jealousy, it appears. Alright, what do we got here? So 4 shape, 4 is the big key for this question. It's evil god. It's so obvious. What is the cult name? Easy. Kyra Barra. I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry. I'm pathetic. I'm the reason my brother died. That is me. Not me, IRL. Jealousy. The jealous word is the big key to that, and you saw the answer swap. And I have no voice, that is a brush. Very easy. Just on the 4th and 5th question, make sure to not click immediately because the answers swap positions. Okay, so for the brother part, before I go in, let me actually explain a little bit. So, my strategy is this. I will go to this house here, and then the building to the top left, and then make my way over and do the top right. I will do it just like that. And then as I'm running in right, you don't have to go into the door because he'll just see you immediately. So just run to the corner where the building is and he won't see you. So basically I'll just grab the ink, the bucket will be right inside, and then I just quickly grab one of the flowers and then I just go right in there and bless it, immediately run right back out and just do the paintings or do the drawings and then put them on each according pillar. And one thing too, if you're doing a drawing, right, the brother can see you. So just be wary of where you're standing when you're doing it. And then also when you're doing a drawing, that monster creature that spawns in every now and then, whatever it is, if it's going in your building as you're doing the drawing, don't worry at all. As long as you're doing the drawing, it can't get you. But if you're done with the drawing and you're about to click the check mark and he's coming through your building, don't do that because you'll get, you know, swallowed in like its stomach or whatever. Just wait till it's exited the building, then press the check mark. And then if you have an unlucky case and the brother sees you, just find a hiding spot. They're most likely, some of them are in the buildings where you do the seals and other ones are like right outside it. But if he sees you, just hide in a hiding spot because he'll either go away or he'll make it so he'll grab you. Just punch him, basically. Just spam E or spam tap and just run away from him. Just like that. And, yeah, that's about it. I'll just do it at a quick pace. I'll just do it as quick as I can without making mistakes. And then once the part is done, the creature will come out. I'll grab the last 2 parts, bless them, and I do a strategy where I actually go to the bow faster by holding W by going around the shrine. That's for you speedrunners. And then one thing too, when you grab the bow, the brother will not be active anymore, but he will be active when you have to grab the lantern parts, so be wary of that. Anyway, let's do this. So I run over here, and he doesn't see me, and I'm already here. So this one's right here. Grab the ink, put it in the mix here, and then you see all the flowers highlighted for me. Be careful, he always comes over here, so be careful of that. I grab the flower. You can actually get around the shrine if you go right here. Just don't hit the seats. I bless it. And obviously if you don't die, you keep the ink. So thank you to Muck for making that change. Yeah, went around the entrance like I explained. And now I will get going on the drawing. It's pretty self-explanatory. Just try not to mess up and you can do it as fast as you can. You can make like 1 or 2 mistakes on it. I just did it before the thing appeared. And if you're not in a building, just wait for the thing to go through the building first. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I hear the brother coming, so I'm going to stay back. And he went through the building, so I will now go on the next one. I'm just going to be wary of what he's doing, because sometimes he could see you through walls. Now I'm on the next one, as I explained. This one's the hardest one. I hate this one so much. I actually don't even try that much. I just go like this and freehand it, because it actually works sometimes. Now I did that one. Pillar is right on the corner. Now I'll make my way across the map. And luckily this building here actually has the last 2 in it. You just have to do this pillar and the one over in that corner where the other building is. Because that originally is where the water used to be. But Muck changed it. Which honestly I'm glad he did. And if you're not going as fast as me, don't worry about it if you're just going for your Deathless run. In this building, he does quite last, so I just immediately just put the thing there, and then I just quickly get to the next one, and he'll come through the building as I'm doing this, but he won't get me. And he's coming through right now. Well, right now. See? Came right through the building, and he does not get me. Now that that's done, and if you actually want to know an extra thing, he actually goes through this building first, the one with the water things in it. He actually goes through that first. But now that the scroll is done, the building where I did the 2 seals at, that was where the monster will appear in the mouth. But be wary, the brother is still out here, so just listen for him, and just run away if necessary. Just grab him real quick, and then if I don't hear him near me, I just run to the shrine and bless it. And then I'm holding W as this is happening. I'm doing a strat so I can get to the building as fast as possible. But that's for a speedrunning strat, but be wary, you can hear the brother near me. And it didn't work because I ran into a plant. But the moment you interact with this, he's gone. And if he's aggressive on you, he's gone. So no need to panic if you hear the chase theme. But now that this part is complete, the moment the cutscene appears with the brother, I actually hold S and A and shift to get near the car. It's basically going like bottom left of where I'm looking. But only hold it for like 2-3 seconds. Because I might have went past it. As you can see, I went past it, so. Yep. But now that this cutscene is happening, the survivor part, this is all going to be on luck, so I don't know where my survivors are going to be, but I can tell you some of the locations. I don't know all of them yet, because I haven't seen all of them, but I'll tell you the ones that I do know, and the spots that I like to look in. So I like to look in Jealousy's quadrant, which is the middle, and then also Rin's quadrant, which is to the right of Spawn. So basically the map, it's a weird shape, so you have Spawn, right? Rin is directly on your right from where Spawn is. Tanome is past Jealousy, so basically like top middle, basically, like all the way across the map, past that like shop area that I'll look for survivors at. And then the Blind Witch is like the top right corner. So like you'll find like the subway tunnel. It's basically to the right of that. But yeah, now that I'm here, I always like to check over here right next to spawn because sometimes a survivor could be sitting right here. But since there isn't, that sucks. But I'll move on to the next thing. So this is Rin's quadrant over there. So just be wary of that. A survivor can sometimes spawn right here. Be wary of jealousy, but as long as you're past like this point right here, he can't get you, so don't worry about it. If I'm standing here, a survivor could sometimes spawn like right here as well, and also underneath this tank here that I just looked at. And even though he saw me, I just go into a trash can, so he doesn't see me anymore. But he doesn't see me anymore. I'm just gonna. Oh, he's going over there again. Sometimes a survivor can be over where he is as well. And also, if you hear someone like right here, that's how you know there's someone in the subway system. That's a main location I like to look. And as you can see, a survivor sitting right there as well. That's another spot. Sometimes there could be like 3-4 people down here, so this is a really good place to find them. Hey. And in solos, you can have 3 at a time, so I'll take these guys with me. I'm just going to be wary where jealousy is. I'm just listening for him. But since he's over there, I'll get this survivor. I also like to check the shop right here, too, because sometimes this can have, like, 2-3 people. In this case, there's someone there. So basically, Tenome, this is his quadrant. Past that, like, hedge in the fence there, as you can see, he's right there. And this is also a hiding spot from him and jealousy, as you can see. So that's very nice. Also, those vehicles there that have open doors, those are also hiding spots as well. Sometimes also a survivor can be like right there, as you can see. One can be there. There's many locations. I like to search the middle, this middle section. I know it's risky with jealousy, but that's where I like to look personally. But since I got these 3 survivors, I will take them back. And I know there was one in the shop and one in the middle there, so I might take advantage of that. But let's just say none of those guys did spawn there, right? Then I would hope that there are some in Rin's quadrant, because sometimes like 3-4 people can spawn there. There's many locations there. But let's say if you were to go in Rin's quadrant, since we're not supercharged, it takes 3 hits to stun them, and it only stuns them for like 2 seconds after you start hearing them talk, after they get stunned. So just be wary of that. And that applies for Tenome and the Blind Witch. But yeah, since jealousy's over there, I'm just going to make my way over to where these survivors are located. And since jealousy's really far away, I'm going to go to this survivor that was chilling over here. Oh, there's a... Oh, since Tenome's coming at me, I'm just going to back up. I'm holding S, and then, boom, stun him. And since I don't want to be in his way, I will just sit right here. Oh, okay, never mind. He's just going to come over here and camp me. And if you have that scenario where he's camping you, just stand here. Just wait. I hear jealousy. This is very risky. If you're not confident, don't do what I just did, and just run. And I know there was a survivor back there, but I don't like to be far into the map, just in case, you know, with jealousy, because you can't stun him. But yeah, since I'm going into Rin's quadrant, I just be careful and hit her 3 times. That last sentence there, that's how you know she's not going to be stunned anymore. And I saw a survivor can spawn there, but it can also spawn behind this wall here, where I'm looking. Then also... Ooh, hold on. Right here as well. Hold on. She's gonna be a real pain. Hold on. So one there, one behind the wall, the one that's sitting there as well. One could spawn right here. Then also one in that... in that back right corner that's over there. And then also in this quadrant here, like right there. Those are locations. Those are locations that I personally know of. Those are just locations I like to recommend for either speedrunning or just going for a Deathless. It's just so you don't go far into the map, you know. Now that that's over, I like to go over here because it's an early start for the first part of the boss. So basically for solos, the first pillar always spawns in the Blind Witch's quadrant, which is the top right. Follow this route that I do because you'll hear Jealousy coming towards me, but if you're quick enough and go to the right, he won't spot you. So you'll just have to deal with the Blind Witch, and then you'll get right to the pillar without him going aggro on you. And if he is aggro, just hide either in the subway or a trash can. Because obviously you want to avoid him hard, so... So now that I had an early start, you can see it's over there. You might hear him come towards me, but just don't even think about it. Just run this way. And when I go around this corner, there is a chance the Blind Witch will be there, so in case if you're scared, just ready your bow, just in case, you know? Because, yep, as you can see, she could just be right there, and, you know? And since we're in part 1 of the boss, that's not good. They get stunned for longer, is what I'm trying to say. And since I have an unfortunate situation, I am just gonna hide here and just not move. Because Jealousy is right above me. And he has a big model. So I'm just not gonna move, just because that was a stupid, unlucky situation. And since he's now gone, I will now get out and just do what I was trying to do a second ago. If that didn't happen, I would have just ran over here after I stunned the witch and just killed the pillar. So I'll kill the pillar and I'll kill the witch immediately. And keep this in mind. Even though I stunned her right, normally, without being supercharged, you still can't execute her, even when you're supercharged. You have to wait for her to not be stunned and then stun her again while being charged and then execute. Because if you don't do what I just said and you don't wait to stun her again, you'll die. I learned that the hard way. And since he is coming towards... Another tip, too, you can actually shoot through buildings. So if you hear him around the corner, just shoot through the building, like this. Oh, and I somehow hit him, as you can see. But since he's out of the way, I like to get rid of Tenome as well, which he is in this quadrant. I don't know where he is, so I'm going to search either this way or the back alley. I like just to get rid of him first. Him and the Blind Witch first. Rin is last. I don't know where he is. Oh, there he is. Alright, now we deal with him. And when you're supercharged, it only takes 2 hits to stun them. Uh-oh. Oh my god, that was very lucky. And now I just deal with Jealousy. And I'm shooting through buildings because you can do that. One tip that I really like to do is, since he's right there and he might see me, I like to hide in either the subway or the shop. It's just a safe area away from him. And I'm shooting through buildings just to get easy, cheap shots on him. I like to follow him because he's kind of slow when you're supercharged. But don't be too far away from a hiding spot because he can get you. I'm just guessing where he is. Oh, he's going this way. I'm listening to him through my headphones. But yeah, since he's coming over here now, I want to make it back over to the shops just so I'm safe, because as you just see, he just saw me. So just get over here so he's not aggro on you. I like to also do a strat for speedrunning where he'll walk away and then I'll aggro him for a split second so he comes over to me so I can keep hitting him. And then go back in and just rinse and repeat, but be careful because he's got a big model. Another thing too, when his mouth is open when he's chasing you, you actually do a bit more damage. But be careful of doing that because, you know, you might die if you're close, as you can see. And when he's around half health like that, when you hear him roar and go up into the air, take cover immediately because he will slam down and he does a lot of damage and you don't want to be out in the open. But yeah, sometimes the pillar could spawn there, it could spawn to the road that I went to, where the subway tunnel is, or it can be in spawn where Rin's quadrant is. But since I'm here and Jealousy is far away, I'm actually just going to camp the subway tunnel so I can shoot through debris. So I just killed it as quickly as I could. Whoa! And when he's like that, I like to take cover so he doesn't come down on me and accidentally kill me, you know, if he's close to me. I know this is a lot to process as I'm playing, but that is just the best way I can explain it, because it's all random. Since he's coming over here. I want to stay by the subway. Because he can actually phase through that fence, by the way, so be real careful of that if you're trying to aggro him. He can phase through that fence. It got me before. Yeah, just keep constantly shooting him. Just taking it slow. And when he's about really low health, that's when he'll phase again for the third pillar. That's just how it works. I think this distance is pretty nice. And this is if you're on PC, that's why I'm able to do this so fast. If you're on mobile, just take it slow. Get at a comfortable distance and just get some shots on him and do it until he phases. Once again. And since he's phasing, I'm just going to hide right in here. And just wait and see where the pillar is. I don't know where it's going to be. Oh, it's over there. That's the one I was just talking about. And since he's right near me, okay, he's away. He's away now, so I'm going to just go over here and just try to get some early game shots on it. Another thing, too, that I like to do when I get close up to these pillars, you don't have to charge the bow as much, and you, like, guarantee hit the eyeballs, as you just saw. And even though he's coming towards me, it doesn't matter. I can just sit here and just kill him. Boom. Just like that. Done. And now that he's dealt with, I will now deal with Rin. For speedrunning purposes, a really good lucky run is if the pillar spawns right here, so you can actually kill Rin off the rip. And she's right here, so boom. Just like that. And yeah, if you're just going for a Deathless run, just take it slow. Just do what I did, but just take it slow. Because, like, you're supercharged for a very long time, so you have a lot of time to do all that. And part 1 is very easy, but now that this is going on, let me actually explain what I do in part 2. So he has 3 set of moves. He has the fireball, the laser, and the ground slam. So he'll do them like in a list, basically. So, like, for example, he does slam, laser, fireball, right? The list is random, but he doesn't do the same move in a row. He'll just do them in order every time. That's what he does. And in solo, you have to kill 2 pillars, but sometimes it's bugged and you only have to kill 1. But let's just say you have to kill 2. Basically, for the ground slam, I don't like to use the front rocks. I don't know why. I just get hit every time I hug it. But yeah, you have to get really close to the rock and you cannot move. Like, you cannot move at all. So if he does the slam first, just sit there and just hug the rock. You can actually hit through the rock as well for a pillar. I always like to get up close to the pillars just so I can kill them really fast. So that's what I like to do there. And then obviously the brother appears when you hear him talk and then see the red text. If you're not supercharged, it takes 2 hits to kill him. And if you're supercharged, it's 1 hit. And yeah, there's that. And then for his other 2 moves, the laser, I don't know all the safe spots, but the one that I do know is, I'm trying not to trigger the cutscene, but like over here, this corner here that you can stand near this rock, that's a safe spot. If you stand over there, it will not hit you at all. And then, yeah. And then for the fireballs, there's actually 2 ways you can do it. You can actually sit behind a rock, because I don't think the fireballs can hit you. I've gotten hit sometimes, but I've seen a lot of people just take cover and they don't get hit. But what I like to do is I just like to run. As long as you run, you're not going to get hit. As long as you don't stay still for too long, you're not going to get hit. Very simple. And yeah, he just runs through the list. And every time you hear him laugh, that's when he does a move. And then when you get supercharged, you're supercharged for a long period of time. So just camp behind a rock or camp near a rock and just keep hitting him until he's not supercharged or until you're not supercharged. And yeah, once he starts his new moves again, if you see his legs go up, that's how you know it's the ground slam. So, you know, just get behind the rock and just sit there and don't move until you see the shockwave go away. And then, yeah. Sometimes you can tank some hits, so it's okay if you tank some damage. But, yeah, again, he'll just go down the moves like a list. So he'll just do 1 move, and then the second move, and then the third different move that he does. No same move 2 times in a row. And yeah, you'll see some of the strats that I just explained. Again, I know you're probably just waiting for me to go in there, but I like to explain everything that I'm going to be doing. I hope that's actually been helping throughout this whole guide. But, yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. I like to actually use that rock that I was just looking at. I like to use that rock a lot, or like pull one to the right. Those are the ones I like personally. But yeah, I hope this guide has been useful so far. I'm not good at making guides, though. I hope this explanation helps. Alright, let's see what he does first. Alright, it's the laser, so I'm just going to stand right here and just kill this pillar. And if it was a pillar from far away, just aim at it the best you can. Alright, I got the glitch, so I'm supercharged. But if I wasn't supercharged, I would just stand here and then just hit that pillar or get closer. I'm just going to sit here and spam him until the brother appears. And then when I do, I'll just take a quick break and just hit him real quick. One, because I'm supercharged. Just like that. And eventually he'll get out of that. He might do the ground slam next. I don't know. We'll see. His legs go up, immediately get behind a rock and don't move. Alright, so the fireballs and the new ones have appeared. As I said, I like to move around, and I like to get up close as well. So I just hit them really easily. And I got, ground slam happens. As you saw, his legs lifted up, so I just stood there. I got the glitch again somehow. This might not happen for you guys sometimes, so you might have to kill pillars if you're solo, or multiple if you're in a group. Yep, same deal. I just camp a rock and just keep spamming him. And as you can see, you can hit through the debris as well. You can do this too if you're not comfortable standing out. Alright, let's see what he does next. Alright, he's doing the laser, so I'm just going to stand in my safe spot and hit this pillar here. Oh, the brother appeared. Let's just say I wasn't supercharged, I just hit him twice really fast. But yeah, you have to pay attention to that red text or when you hear him talk. I know this has been really fast because I got the glitch, but it would just be me killing another pillar. That would literally just be it. So he did laser, so I think he's going to do the ground slam next. When I'm not charged. Oh nope, fireball's next. So that means the ground slam's going to be next, because since he did laser and that, you'll see that in just a moment. Whoa. As you just saw, see, he just runs through it like a list. And then I'll actually just wait for him to do it. He'll just do laser again. See? He'll do laser and then fireballs and ground slam. He just rinses and repeats. That's all he does whenever he laughs. I like to aim my cursor slightly above it so I can actually hit the eyeball. And the brother came and I got hit, but I tanked that hit on purpose. But yeah, you would see you just want to aim slightly above it because, you know, it has arrow physics, so you gotta aim slightly above it, as you can see. Well, a little higher. I'm terrible with it, but yeah. You get the idea. That's why I like to get them close. But if you don't want to, just aim slightly above it. And, yeah, that's it. Now we have killed Jealousy. GG's. There we go. Just like that. And that is how I do things solo. Obviously, I would have done it at a way faster pace if I was speedrunning, but this is for consistent deathless runs to help you guys get going, which I hope some of you actually become speedrunners and actually get on the Hall of Fame. I'm going to be trying for it myself. You guys better practice, and you better get good at Nightmare. Everybody has the possibility. Everyone I see in the comments always doubting themselves and everything, don't do that. Everybody has potential. I was terrible back in 2021. No one was good at that time, but I self-taught myself and I took the time to get good at it. I just started memorizing things, started trying to take risks when necessary, and I just let go of my fear of this game once I did Nightmare once, finally, Deathless, alone, and I got my first lantern. I just overcame my fear. And once you start learning chapters, that's when you actually start to pick up on things. That's what I have noticed in this game. And I can actually say that because I've actually helped people that have actually gotten better, and they learn pretty quick. But, yeah, I hope this guide kind of helps. I know this is probably a ridiculously long video, but I just like to go through and explain things. I don't like text appearing on the screen just saying follow what I do. It doesn't explain what's going on in my mind and what I'm doing. And you can't see my hand, so you don't know what I'm doing with my keyboard or what I'm pressing. So I just think a detailed like voice through of this helps. But yeah guys, I really hope this helps. And I hope you guys get good at Nightmare Mode or just going Deathless in general because of this. And yeah, thank you for watching, good luck, and peace out.